Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. So I just received a box in the mail, and it is a box I'm really quite interested to find out what is inside, because this was actually sent to me by my good friend Keith Olsen. If you can recall, if you're a viewer of the channel for quite a ways back, you'll recall that Keith Olsen runs the YouTube channel Dinosaur Adventures. He actually had sent me a box way back there of a ton of really cool Takara Tomy figures for us to look at here on the channel, which I thought at that time was incredibly kind of him to do that. Well, he has now sent me another box with some stuff that he's actually created himself, which I'm really interested to see exactly what is inside here, as he's been kind of creating a 1/6 scale museum all on his own, which is insanely awesome. You should check out his Instagram account, because he puts up all these really neat images of his 1/6 scale museum he's creating, and it is just honestly some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen, and definitely worth checking out. I'll include a link in the description to check that out if you are interested, and trust me, you should definitely give it a look, because it is really cool stuff. Keith Olsen actually runs another YouTube channel which is all about inflatable dinosaur costumes, so that's another thing that is really cool. If you're interested in any type of inflatable dinosaur costume, I will include a link to that channel as well in the description, because he posts some really cool videos as far as different inflatables go as well. But again, this box, I believe, has some stuff that he's kind of created for his 1/6 scale museum, which is what seems to be kind of like his primary focus at this point in time. So I'm so psyched to get this open. He also said that there were a few extra things in here for me, so I'm really intrigued to see what those are as well. So let's break this box open and see what's inside. So straight away, as soon as I'm opening this, I found one of the extras already, which is one of the awesome Jurassic Park die-cast figures, the Plesiosaurus, and it is beautiful. So stinking nice. I love these figures. Absolutely love these. I still have yet to get the entire set, and that is a really nice looking Plesiosaurus. I'm so happy that he threw this in for sure. I love little extras like this, just things you don't expect to be included. It's such a cool surprise when you get something like this. That is a really awesome gift on the part of him. Oh man, this stuff is insanely cool. So I'm at the point now where we're getting some of his 1/6 scale stuff to take a look at here. And if you're a collector like me, or you're familiar with so many different companies, so many different brands and everything, you're really going to love this stuff. So the very first thing we have here is a shrunken down 1/6 scale box of a Lindbergh Dimetrodon. If that isn't one of the coolest things I've ever seen, I don't know what is. You can see that the artwork runs the course of the entire box. It's as legit as it gets as far as like what the box actually looks like in person, which I have quite a few Lindbergh models, and this is so insanely cool. That is just awesome stuff. And then as we continue further, some of my favorite model kits of all time, we have the Tamiya Chasmosaurus diorama set here, included in a 1/6 scale, shrunken down version of the box. That is so unbelievably awesome, and look at how cool, like, it literally looks exactly like the box looks. I actually have two of this kit already, and this is exactly that box shrunken down into 1/6 scale. These are definitely awesome. Okay, this man is pretty much a wizard at this point as far as creating some insanely awesome stuff. So we can see we've got the Dino Riders Pteranodon set as well, and it lifts up to unveil the underside of the box as well. This is so awesome. I cannot honestly stress how cool this stuff is. In 1/6 scale, again, it is a perfect recreation of the Dino Riders Pteranodon box in 1/6 scale. And again, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I tell you guys you need to check out his Instagram. Follow him on Instagram to check out all of his really cool stuff that he's been posting as he creates his 1/6 scale museum. It is just awesome stuff. And then as we get a little further into this box, we have the Kenner Lost World Jurassic Park Pteranodon shrunken down in 1/6 scale. And again, the box looks great on every side, and I don't even have the actual box to the real figure, so at least I now have it in 1/6 scale. Man, is this stuff awesome. This is honestly like the coolest idea. I never would have expected to be so cool, and he has perfected it here and just created easily some of the coolest stuff that I've ever seen right here as far as these box recreations. And even more cool stuff, we have the Capture Copter right here from the Jurassic Park line. Look at this stuff, it's so awesome. I honestly am so blown away by how cool this stuff is. And again, the box art is perfect on every side, taking away the young Tyrannosaurus Rex right there. Man, this is seriously, that's like the coolest idea. He is pretty much, in my opinion, struck gold with these 1/6 scale boxes. That is just, it's super high quality too. Like the actual feel of the box and everything, it is impressive in both, of course, the appearance, but the overall quality of these is really, really nicely done. And in 1/6 scale, we even have an Allosaurus claw with the information on the inside, and the claw itself, which you can see right there, it is not part of the paper there in the background. It's like actually loose in there. It's a legit claw that he has printed out, 3D printed, and you can see that we've got the Allosaurus back there, a shot here of the skull behind the claw, and the claw itself, which the claw actually has retained a lot of really nice detail to it, which you can see there. It looks really cool. He's painted it with a nice black, so it looks pretty much exactly like what you would find in a gift shop in a museum. That is awesome. So cool. And then, as we travel a little further into the box, we have got something that is probably going to be, again, the coolest, maybe the coolest part of all of this. So we have books and DVDs in 1/6 scale right here. Like, honestly, how much cooler does it need to get before we can all honestly admit that it's probably the coolest thing ever? So we've got the Jurassic Park book right here from Michael Crichton, and you can see that it looks really nicely done as far as, of course, the way he's created it. Again, you even got Jurassic Park over here on the side. You've got the back of the book as well, if I can get it to focus, which sports, man, it really doesn't want to focus on this book, which sports all of the words and information that you would expect to find. And you can open it a little bit, but not too far, to actually see that it is, in fact, a book. And then as we move through here, we've got Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters, All Out Attack, which is actually one of my favorite Godzilla films. I don't know why. I've always loved that one. I just feel like the effects in that film are just so different than a lot of the other Godzilla films for that time. So I was always a really big fan of this film in comparison to a lot of the others, because the effects looked kind of different in comparison to a lot of the other films. And look at the side again. You can even see the DVD logo up here and everything, and then we've got the back of the DVD case sporting the words and everything that would be on the back. And again, it probably isn't going to focus too well on it, but look at that. That is absolutely awesome. We've also got Destroy All Monsters, one of the most iconic Godzilla films of all time, again in a miniature shrunken down 1/6 scale DVD case, which honestly is, again, super, super awesome. Then we have, look at this. This is awesome. The Dinosaur Days book. I had this book, and I'm sure most people probably had this book as a child. And now we have our very own 1/6 scale version of this book. This is a really, really cool addition here. Something that I honestly love. The images in this book were pretty much the type of stuff that I thrived on as a child. Always was a big fan of this book. And how it's in 1/6 scale over here. And then as far as Godzilla goes, we have the original Godzilla here as well on DVD in 1/6 scale. And you can see again, it's all absolutely awesome. Hopefully it's a little further away, because once it gets closer, it tends to kind of get a little blurry. But you can see how awesome it looks right there. Again, this stuff is so cool, and I believe he's actually going to be selling things like this. Like, if you're really interested, like I absolutely am, in obtaining some of this stuff, I believe you can contact him on his social media websites to purchase some of this stuff, and he'll create it for you. You can see Godzilla Tokyo SOS as well, as far as this DVD is included. And again, all of the stuff here on the back and everything, it's all perfectly right there, front and center on the DVD case in 1/6 scale. And this is, again, whoops, he fell. Again, exactly why I'm saying you need to make sure you check out his Instagram and follow his really cool progress on his 1/6 scale museum. And then we have The Lost World as well. Like, honestly, does this stuff get any cooler than this? How awesome is that? I love the fact that he's included books and DVDs here. That's such a really cool idea on his part. And then the final one we have here is some more awesome Godzilla, and look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful versus Gigan and the Smog Monster. That is about as nostalgic as it gets. And then you can see the back again back here. Absolutely awesome stuff. This 1/6 scale museum he is currently creating, as you can see right here from all of this stuff, is, in my opinion, one of the coolest ideas that anybody has come along with in a very long time. And he is creating it in such a perfect way, and you can see how beautiful and high quality all of this stuff that we see here before you, besides the plesiosaur there, is. And again, I cannot stress enough, make sure you check the description, head over to his Instagram, follow his Instagram, and follow along with him as he creates his 1/6 scale museum. And if you are interested in owning some of this stuff, you can, of course, contact him to purchase these things from him, so you can get your own 1/6 scale miniature replicas of all of this stuff if you would like. And he's actually included a few more extras in here, one of which is a really cool little egg, and we've got some awesome mini dinosaurs in here. You can see we've got like a Parasaurolophus in there. We've got some sort of a theropod. We have some very cool stuff going on in there. I can see a sauropod in there, I believe, as well. So that is awesome. Really cool little egg full of dinosaurs. Super kind of him to send that. And the final thing that is in this box is actually 3 different things. And I'm going to review these, because he has actually brought these to my attention. I didn't know of them previously until he had sent me some pictures of them and kind of updated me on the fact that these were a thing. And they're very cool Easter eggs that are currently at Walmart. And you can see inside the eggs are different dinosaurs. They're kind of like a mystery egg. And there are 6 different species. I believe we've got like a pteranodon, a triceratops, it looks like a raptor, a stegosaurus, a tyrannosaurus, and I believe there's an ankylosaurus too. I knew there was another one. I knew there were 6. And you can also take the parts of the dinosaurs and kind of make your own sort of hybrids. Like you can create your own hybrid dinosaurs like you see in Jurassic World. But I thought these were really neat, and I have yet to actually see any of these in person. So I'm going to do a review on these actually, and then I'll unbox them from these right here. I think I might actually, maybe I'll head to Walmart, pick up a few more so I can see if I can acquire the entire 6 to review at once. That would be really cool. But again, super awesome of him to send these over. That was very kind, as well as all of this stuff right here. Not only just being an incredibly kind gesture on his part to send some really cool extras, but also to show us how unbelievable this 1/6 scale museum stuff truly is. So if any of this interests you, make sure you head to the description. Again, check out all of his different social media accounts as far as Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to follow his Instagram, though, to keep up to date on his really cool 1/6 scale museum. Follow his YouTube channels, as he has some really cool YouTube channels as well. And make sure, if you are interested in picking up some of these really cool 1/6 scale replicas, that you contact him on one of his social media outlets to place an order for this stuff. And otherwise, again, a huge thank you goes out to him for sending over all of this awesome stuff. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.